In the ancient lands of Israel, a heavy silence envelops the people, their hearts burdened with despair and uncertainty. The cries of the oppressed echo through the alleys, reaching the ears of those who still cling to hope in God's promises. Among them, a young man named David stands resolute, his spirit unyielding against the tide of fear that plagues his people. He gazes at the distant mountains, yearning for a sign from the Almighty, a glimmer of divine purpose amid the turmoil. Whispers of an impending battle hint at challenges that will test his faith and reveal his true destiny as a leader. In the depths of struggle, David's heart beats in time with God's call, revealing that true strength often arises from the greatest trials. As the sun sets over the hills of Canaan, David stands alone, his heart heavy with the burdens of his people, yet filled with hope for his destiny. In a distant land, Joseph sits in a dark cell, chains clinking as he prays, his dreams of freedom whispering promises of a brighter future. Joseph recalls his father's loving gaze and the curses of his brothers, the overwhelming mix of betrayal and longing swelling in his heart. Back in Canaan, David's faith is tested. He clutches his slingshot, feeling the weight of the unseen battle against the fears that surround him. In Pharaoh's court, Joseph is summoned to interpret dreams, his anxious heart racing with the hope of releasing his shackles through wisdom. Joseph stands tall, his voice steady as he confesses, God will give Pharaoh the answer he seeks, as murmurs ripple through the court. The revelation of famine strikes the court like lightning. Joseph interprets the dream deftly while David clings to his faith in unseen victories. Joseph is appointed to prepare for the years of hunger, while in the fields, David confronts his own giants in solitude and prayer. As the days of famine approach, David gathers courage, honing his slingshot under the watchful eyes of shepherds, envisioning his future clash. In Egypt, Joseph's strategies unfold, wisdom pouring forth as he guides a nation through peril, both tested and hardened by life's trials. The families of Canaan grow desperate as famine strikes their homeland. David feels their pain, resolving to lead them with strength and faith. In an unexpected twist, Joseph's brothers arrive in search of food, unaware that the brother they betrayed now holds their fate in his hands. As the dusty road stretched before them, the brothers of Joseph approached the mighty city of Egypt, unaware of their brother's hidden identity. With hearts heavy with regret, they entered the palace, their eyes scanning for help, unaware of the man seated on the throne before them. Joseph, now dressed in Egyptian garb, recognized his brothers but concealed his emotions, maintaining the guise of a powerful ruler. The brothers bowed low, pleading for grain to sustain their families, unaware that they stood before the brother they had wronged. Joseph spoke harshly, challenging their honesty, and their hearts sank as they recalled their betrayal years before. Panic washed over them as they began to confess their sins, sharing the tale of their betrayal of Joseph to one another. Joseph's heart stirred within him, recalling their shared childhood and the love he once had for them. A conflict brewed inside him. He decided to test their character further, ordering them to bring their youngest brother, Benjamin, as proof of their honesty. With heavy hearts, they left Egypt, burdened by memories of betrayal and a new challenge looming before them. They returned to Canaan, the harsh desert sun burning down as they shared the troubling news with their father, Jacob. Jacob's face darkened in grief as he heard the call for Benjamin, warning against more loss, his heart nearly breaking. Yet hunger drove them to desperation. Jacob reluctantly agreed, placing his faith in a fate beyond comprehension. The brothers again made their way to Egypt, bearing gifts of goodwill and the requested Benjamin, hope mingling with fear. Upon their arrival, the air thick with anticipation, Joseph's heart raced as he glimpsed his beloved brother in the crowd. He could not contain his emotions upon seeing Benjamin. Tears welled up and he quickly turned away to hide his feelings. Joseph invited them to dine, the aroma of rich foods filling the air, yet his intentions were still concealed. As the meal commenced, Joseph observed their interactions closely, noting signs of regret and familial bonds rekindling. He knew the moment was approaching. He would reveal himself and alter the course of their lives forever. Finally, he could hold back no longer. With a heart full of emotion, he unveiled his true identity to them. The room fell silent, disbelief settling in. They were frozen as the truth unfolded before their eyes. He embraced them, tears flowing freely, declaring, "I am your brother, Joseph, whom you sold into Egypt." A wave of realization washed over them. Guilt, shame, and overwhelming joy merged into one tumultuous moment. Through Joseph's forgiveness, healing began to kindle in their hearts, ushering in a new chapter of redemption. As they reunited, the promise of hope and restoration echoed within them, proving that love could conquer betrayal. As Benjamin approached the gates of the palace, the weight of his family's past loomed heavy over him, echoing tales of betrayal and echoes of love. The brothers gathered in the grand hall, the opulent decor contrasting with their anxious hearts as Joseph prepared to reveal himself. With a commanding presence, Joseph stood before them, his royal attire shimmering, piercing the gloom of regret enveloping the room. A silence fell. The brothers trembled as Joseph revealed his identity, his voice a mixture of authority and deep sorrow, echoing their shared history. Suddenly, the burdens of their past surfaced. Judah spoke of their father's grief, tears welling in his eyes, a plea for forgiveness echoing through time. Joseph's heart softened, recalling the injustices done to him. He felt the weight of their sorrow as if it were his own, forged in the fires of suffering. With a deep breath, Joseph declared, "I am your brother." The revelation shattered the silence, sparking disbelief, confusion, and flickers of hope. In that moment, tears flowed freely as the brothers embraced Joseph, their shared grief transforming into a tapestry of reconciliation and love. As they wept, Joseph reassured them with words of mercy and hope, declaring that what was meant for harm, God had turned for good. He invited them to bring their father Jacob to live in Egypt, the promise of restoration igniting a flicker of joy amidst the tears. Hope blossomed as the brothers prepared to return home, hearts full of joy, determined to share the news of reunion and redemption. Thus began a new chapter of unity and healing for Jacob's family, a testament to the enduring love and mercy of God throughout generations. As tears of joy flowed, Joseph embraced his brothers, a new bond forged in forgiveness amid the grain store's shadows. The brothers shared stories of their father Jacob, memories weaving a rich tapestry of their shared past filled with love and loss. Amidst laughter and sorrow, Joseph sent for Jacob, promising to bring the family to Egypt, where their needs would be met abundantly. Meanwhile, Jacob felt a stirring in his heart as he prepared to reunite with his beloved son after years of separation and loss. When the news of Joseph's life reached Jacob, his heart trembled with disbelief but soon was filled with hope and anticipation. Finally, as the family reunited, their embrace symbolized God's faithfulness, showcasing his promise of redemption through generations.